Live back in English, Sheena Gonzalez with Vida Activa. I am live on Facebook and on Instagram. For some reason, I think I got kicked off my hotspot and I couldn't do it in Spanish. So if you're looking for this information in Spanish, then go watch my live on Instagram or you can hop on my YouTube. So it is Feel Good Friday and we are here checking in from South Carolina and we're going to chat about what our theme is going to be for the month of February. So this month, hey girly, we were talking all about fitness and wellness, and I hope you tuned into every live that I did, as well as joined our challenge and tried some of the amazing products that we talked about. Now, if you have followed me for a while or if you've seen some of my story, you know that healthy hormones is something that I'm very passionate about because I started out with no issues whatsoever. I actually, when I was younger, had a teacher that told us that in matriarchal societies, such as Native American societies, that PMS does not exist. And so I told myself it didn't exist for me. I would exercise, I would do lots of things, and I never had any issues until about 5 years ago. I started excessively bleeding and had all types of issues. Ended up having a fibroid removed. They told me they didn't know what was going to happen. It wasn't ever going to get any better. And so I started looking for natural solutions for it. And now I don't have much of issues, feeling great. But I'm realizing that I am actually in pre-menopause, which is 35 to 45. And I don't have any major issues, but TMI, been a little bit heavy the first day or two. And so I'm out here to share and learn a little bit about some of these other little incidents. So as usual, as you hop on here, no matter where you're watching me from, if you're watching the replay on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, make sure you hashtag replay. And if you're watching me live right now, give me a wave, a hi, a hello. Tell me what city and state you are hailing from. So I will hop into today's topic again, which is just an overall view of balanced hormones and how to balance them naturally. So what are hormones, right? So there are things such as estrogen, testosterone, adrenaline, insulin, which are extremely important chemical messengers that may affect many aspects of your overall health. Hormones are secreted by various glands and organs, including your thyroid, adrenals, pituitary, ovaries, testicles, and pancreas. The entire endocrine system works together to control the level of hormones circulating throughout your body. And if one or more is even slightly imbalanced, it can cause widespread major health problems. Conventional treatments for these usually are replacement therapies, birth control pills, insulin injections, thyroid medications, etc. But these can have some negative side effects. A lot of times it makes people dependent on taking prescription drugs for the rest of their life. It simply masks the patient's symptoms but doesn't solve them, which means they continue to develop abnormalities in other areas of the body while the disorder continues to progress. And it causes a higher risk for serious side effects such as stroke, osteoporosis, anxiety, reproductive problems, cancer, and more. So that's why we want to find natural solutions. So what are some of the signs of unbalanced hormones? Infertility, irregular periods, weight gain or weight loss, depression, anxiety, fatigue, insomnia, low libido, changes in appetite, digestive issues, hair loss or hair thinning. And what are some of the common hormonal imbalances that people experience? Estrogen dominance, polycystic ovarian syndrome. I seem to know more and more people that have that. Hypothyroidism, low testosterone, hyperthyroidism, and Graves' disease, diabetes, and adrenal fatigue. Do you know anyone who suffers from those? If you do, then say, give me a little sad face or let me know if you've heard of those or know someone suffering from those. So your first step, this is very important, guys. Your first step is to get your hormone levels tested by your doctor so you are sure of what you need to support, right? So talking about estrogen dominance versus low estrogen levels or testosterone dominance. So we got to know what we're trying to work towards. So it's super, super important to work with your physician, your primary care physician. But what are some of the things that we can do right now today to help with this? So One of the first most important things is to eat enough protein at every meal. So food is always our first line of defense. No matter what we are talking about, food is always our first line of defense. So we want to make sure that we're eating whole foods and clean protein, because this is going to really help. And so make sure that we're including high protein in every single meal. Engage in regular exercise. This is something that I think helped me so much. In high school, I was a track runner. And so having lots of exercise really helped minimize, and really have zero PMS symptoms that most people had. And that was the theme of this month that we're ending, January. So I hope that you tuned into every single one of those videos and you tried some of those products that we talked about so that you can have better exercise and be more fit. If you don't, hop on my YouTube channel, on the fitness channel, and check some of those out. Avoid sugar and refined carbs, especially sugary drinks, right? So again, first line of defense, if we've got sugar and carbs, we're spiking that insulin, we're affecting other hormones. So we need to cut that out immediately. Also discussed this in January. So you can see why that was our theme of January, because it's setting us up for success as we get into the theme for February. Learn to manage stress. So cortisol is a hormone that's related to stress and can affect other hormones. So it's really important. You need to devote 10 to 15 minutes per day to stress reducing activities, even if you feel like you don't have the time. That was our theme of December, so hopefully you tuned into all of those videos. Again, if you didn't watch all those videos, hop on my YouTube channel after this and check out the playlist that's called Mental Wellness. And you can find all of those videos of natural ways to reduce stress. Consume healthy fats. So to optimize hormone health, we need to consume healthy fat sources. I've done a video on the importance of or the benefits of the Mediterranean and Asian diets, which talks about ways to get healthy fats. Avoid overeating or undereating. You need to eat within your own personal calorie range. This will definitely help you maintain hormonal balance and a healthy weight. Get consistent, high quality sleep. To maintain optimal hormonal balance, aim for at least 7 hours of quality sleep per night. Consume a high fiber diet, super important. This helps against insulin resistance. It helps against overeating. So make sure that you are always eating lots of fiber-rich foods. And for those that are not trying to live the vegan or vegetarian lifestyle, eat eggs at any time. It's going to be super nutritious, super rich in your proteins. So what are some of the other things that we can do? So we want to avoid hormone disruptors. I'm going to do an entire video on this. Quickest way to make sure you're avoiding hormone disruptors, things that are going to mess with those hormones, is to check out your products on EWG.org, environmentalworkinggroup.org, and they will tell you if you're using products such as your dish soap or your lotion or perfumes, or look up the ingredients that have hormone disruptors in them. You can use adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha, holy basil. Just Google herbs that help with hormones. Essential oils. There's lots of essential oils that can help, such as clary sage, ylang ylang. And we're going to do some videos and talk specifically about that, as well as have some classes. And ensure proper supplementation. So vitamin D, probiotics. Evening primrose is a very good one, specifically for women's hormones. And again, we are going to dive the whole entire month of February deep into these. So I'm going to be doing a video on natural ways to eliminate the symptoms of PMS, natural ways to support premenopause, natural ways to support menopause. And we're also doing a class this upcoming Wednesday at 7 p.m. Rusty Bucket, Bloomfield Hills. And we're going to talk about supplement and nutrition for targeted support. So that class is going to be for everyone, for men, for women. We're going to talk about supporting things that men can do outside of even hormones. So we're going to talk about any type of targeted support. So joint support, hormone support for men, hormone support for women, all types of stuff in that class. So mark your calendar and join us at the Bloomfield Hills Rusty Bucket for information on targeted nutrition. And be sure to tune in every Friday for some more information on natural ways to balance hormones. With that, I am going to close this out for today. Again, if you're just popping in, make sure you say hi, hello, tell me what city and state you are watching me from. If you're watching the replay, Facebook, Instagram, or later on YouTube, #replay. Thank you guys for joining me. Have an amazing evening. Bye.